If you're new to anime and are looking for shows to watch this season, 2023 summer, then these are the best anime for you, in my humble opinion, having been watching anime for 5 years. My skill makes me OP even at level 1 is an isekai. The first show I'm about to recommend is not good and does not have the deep and complex winding plot we like so much. But much like if you're deciding to go for a bath, it's better to dip your toes in first and get a feel for the temperature, then belly flopping right in. That way you don't have these high expectations and standards for every anime you watch, because it'll undoubtedly lead to disappointment. You're going to be starting off with a lightly seasoned trash tier show before diving right into the heavy garnishes and good to god tier ones. That way you can also compare what's bad and what's good. See, I'm good at this. My skill makes me OP even at level 1 is an isekai, fantasy, RPG anime, isekai being a Japanese word for otherworld, I think, about an office worker named Ryota who gets sent to a fantasy world by the means that, when a girl in a dungeon kills a slime, instead of it dropping loot such as being bean sprouts, it actually drops him, an irregularity in this world as monsters don't usually drop humans. He teams up with the girl exploring the dungeon he spawned in, and as the anime name suggests, they discover he has a magical skill that allows him to be overpowered, while even at level 1. This is the classic generic everyone thinks he's weak but he's actually strong type of archetype, which is annoyingly very common amongst the isekai genre. It's nothing more than generic copy and paste, but for your first anime, you might just find it okay. That being said, it is undoubtedly the worst show airing this season. Jujutsu Kaisen is also on its second season, so I'd suggest watching the first before diving into what's currently airing, although season 1 and season 2 are taking place at different times, so if you do start with the second season and move on to the first, it might actually not confuse you. Jujutsu Kaisen is an anime about sorcerers who, in a world kept secret from regular humans, use curse techniques to fight against curses. They protect the world not only from curses, but other sorcerers who seek to use their curse techniques for evil. Everyone in this anime is the main character, but the main character for season 2 would be Gojo and Sugaru. This is one of the hottest anime airing this season and a must-watch for all weebus, so check it out. Jobless Reincarnation is also on its second season, but make sure to start with the first on this one. This is an isekai anime, but unlike My Skill Makes Me OP even at level 1, this is the isekai anime. Dare I say, chances are My Skill Makes Me OP even at level 1 and other generic paste copied from this anime. It is the original OG, about a man living as a shut-in, a bum with his life completely wasted. He gets kicked out of his own house, and while homeless and wandering the streets at night, killed accidentally by a truck. After his death, he's reincarnated into a magical fantasy world where he's given a second chance. Watching this is a must. In fact, watching all 5 shows on this list are a must. Now, the anime does have some themes meant for a mature audience that might be distasteful to some. A lot of people don't like the main character for the reason he's a 34-year-old man trying to smash on little kids, and I agree that's a disgusting trait of Rudius, but he's not meant to be the generic, "Oh no, that girl is in trouble. I must save her. I must be nice to her, and I must respect her wishes. And then I must either enslave her or make her join my harem of other pretty women I've accumulated." It's more than that. Rudius has layers to his personality. He feels like a real person instead of a cringy, kill all the bandits and monsters for no goddamn reason type of character. That's just one of many aspects that makes this show really good. Saidulity Noir is a newly airing anime where, in the distant future, mechas and monsters exist. Drifters, or what the riders who drive these mechas are called. One day, while exploring the abandoned post-apocalyptic outside world, Kanata, who's a failed drifter, comes across a magus named Noir. Unconscious, he brings her back to his base, and when she wakes up, finds out that she doesn't have any memories. In trying to get them back, they also discover that she's not like any other normal magus, having special abilities that, when used, can excel the powers of any mecha, which is perfect because Kanata is sucker at driving mechas, so having her more than makes up for it. This is a really good show with great atmosphere and world build, although the story is kinda mid. But I'm sure it's still something anime veterans like myself can agree is definitely going to be on our watch list. Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead is about a man working at an exploitive company. He gets overworked to torturous amounts for 3 years, where he's mentally enslaved as a corporate puppet, right up until the zombie apocalypse hits and he doesn't have to go to work anymore. He's been freed from the job he hates so much, and even in a world world where death and zombies are everywhere, he's living his best life, having fun. From the first episode, I was blown away by this show, and I'm sure you will be too. Whether you're watching it for surface-level entertainment or for the deep, winding meaning behind everything, I'm sure it'll be one of your favorites, and the show you compare a lot of future anime to, like, damn, Helk is alright, but I mean, it ain't 100 Zombuckalist of the Dead. Now, there's a few other anime airing this season that are good, but were not mentioned, like Masamune-kun's Revenge. Season 1, I'm not sure what the hell's happening to Season 2, as this is a list of anime for those who've just started watching or have never heard of anime. If 5 years ago was today and I was seeing anime for the first time, what are the shows I would have liked to watch from the season? And for a first time, Masamune-kun's Revenge, Dark Gathering, and others were just not on my thoughts. If you made it this far into the video, I have a not funny joke for you. What do weeboos always want but never get? Real life waifus. Just subscribe.